Hey, my name is Jonah K. I'm making this guide of how you can play guitar over the internet with your friend or bandmate because I went through a pretty massive struggle trying to figure out how to do this, and this is the steps to take in order to get it all done for free with free software, and you don't have to pay for some subscription-based website. So, I'm going to start off basic, but I'm going to show you everything to download, and you can fill in the gaps of what you don't have. So let's just get right into it. So if you don't have a DAW already, here's a link for Reaper. Go and download that. Now you have Reaper. Okay, next, you're going to need OBS. Again, go get OBS, and this is going to be the broadcast software that it all links through. Next, you can use your method of choice, but in this, I'm going to be using Zoom, so go ahead and get Zoom. So once you have those three things installed, I'm assuming most people already have those three things: a DAW, OBS, and Zoom. Okay, so now we can get to actually linking them all together. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to need to go get some extra Reaper plugins. So you're going to go to this site here, reaper.fm, replugs, and you're going to download either the 32 or 64-bit version based on your system of this package of Reaper plugins. Yeah, just the one we're looking for is Reastream. Boom, there it is. But download them fresh, even if you already have Reaper, because this is a different set of plugins. Okay, download that, install that. Okay, step one. So once you do that, go ahead and open Reaper. And if you can't see your master channel here, just go view and go show master track. Once you have that open, you're going to search for Reastream. And you might have this Caucus version. Don't use that one. Go down to the Replugs edition. And you can just choose the first one here, which should be just a stereo signal. That should work fine. Add that. Right now on my master, I have nothing on there. But if you have a master chain, put it at the end. Or in between whatever you don't want to be sending, but I would just put it at the end. Make sure you have it on send audio and set it to local broadcast. Okay. Now that that's done, so once we have that all in Reaper there, we need to be able to link OBS to Reaper. So now we've sent the first part. But one thing you should do in advance here is you're going to want to go in your computer systems on Windows and double check that this audio source is active. So let's go PC settings. Okay. Boom. PC settings, we're going to system, and then we're going to sound, and then we're going to sound control, and then we're going to go to recording and look for this audio channel called stereo mix, and make sure that that is activated on your computer, not the default speakers and not the default microphone. This stereo mix acts as a blank audio channel that we can use to route Reaper to in OBS. If you don't have this for some reason, there are ways to download virtual audio channels. But for now, just make sure that's actually active. Okay, so next we're going to be going into OBS. Okay, so let's enter the infinity window here. I'm going to drag my OBS up here. Okay, we're in infinity. So now what you're going to want to do, he got all my Twitch stuff up here. You're going to go in the bottom here, add audio input capture. And I can't create new ones because I am already using existing ones. So I'm going to show you the two properties of what I have. For my microphone, which is separate, if I go to properties on that mic channel, I've selected analog 1 and 2. I'm not using the ASIO driver plugin because I don't need it, and neither do you. But if I have the Focusrite 2 channel, which is very basic and very common for at-home use. I've selected that. And what it does is send a stereo signal. It doesn't separate channels 1 and 2. So to have the microphone there, you go to Advanced Properties. And I've labeled it Mic Pre so that I know what it is. I've clicked mono, and when you click mono, now the left side becomes input 1 and the right side becomes input 2 because it's just a stereo signal. So I have my microphone plugged in. This one right here I'm talking on, it's plugged in to channel 2. So I put it as mono and panned it to the right. So if I uncheck mono, you can see that only the right signal is coming up here. And if I pan to the left, okay, it disappears. Okay, so back to the way it was. Okay, so you have that set up. Now what we need to do is set up the channel for Reaper. So go to the bottom, add input capture, and this time when it asks you what device, you're going to select stereo mix. Now this is a blank channel. Okay, now once you've selected that, you go to this toggle systems wheel, and then you go to filters, and you click add filter VST right here. Then when you click VST, you have to click here, and you have to scroll through all your plugins, or if you don't have many, then whatever. You'll see the Reaper ones that you downloaded, and go to Reastream standalone, which should just be the stereo version. Okay, click that. Then open the interface. Make sure that the name default is the same in Reaper as here, and it's enabled. They have to be identical or it won't read. You have to have receive audio on, and that's it. Now, I should be able, I'm going to pull up Reaper, drag it over here so you can see. I'm going to hit play on Reaper, and you should see audio. Yep. There we go. We can hear it and we can see it. Okay, so audio is coming from Reaper successfully. Okay, so I'm just going to close Reaper because we shouldn't need that anymore. Now that we have audio from Reaper and your microphone separated, next, I'm just checking my list here. So, next thing we have to do is we need to add the virtual camera and an audio monitoring plugin for OBS. So let me get my camera back up here. So next thing we need to do is go to this link. Of course, you could download all of these in advance, but this is just step by step. Next, we're going to download, go to download, OBS Virtual Cam. If there's a newer version, get the newer version. Install that. And once you install that, if you have to reboot your computer, do whatever you need to do. Once that's installed in OBS, let me go back to, sorry, there's a lot of window switching just to show you this, my infinity window. Once that's installed, if you didn't have it before, you should have this called Start Virtual Camera. Okay, that's going to be what's going to go to Zoom. Okay, next, we need to go to this link, and we need to download Audio Monitor. So go download that and install that. So now now that we have the Audio Monitor downloaded, the thing that we need to actually connect the audio from OBS to Zoom is going to be this virtual cable. So go to this link, download this virtual cable. Now, you can get away with doing this with one virtual cable. If you want multiple, so if you want channel B, channel C, channel D, they do ask you for a donation to be able to run even more complicated things than this if for some reason you want to put yourself through that. But at this point, you only have to pay, or you don't have to pay at all if you just want one, which is nice. Okay, so make sure that's downloaded and installed. Okay, so from that point, what you need to do, actually, sorry, I need to go back to my Zoom, or I need to go back to OBS. Okay, so now that we have that, we have two audio channels. So let's go to the toggle wheel on your mic, add filter, add audio monitor, which should show up now that you downloaded that. And then you're going to select cable input VB audio virtual cable, which is what you just downloaded and installed. Okay, so close. And on this channel, which is my stereo mix blank channel that I've sent Reaper to, again, it's a filter. So underneath Reastream, now we're going to filter and send this channel to the same cable input VB audio virtual cable, which is basically splitting. So you can send multiple things down that one cable. Okay, so now that that's sent, the last thing you'll want to do is open a camera source in OBS here, which you can do by going plus. Sorry, I'm not on my screen. You go plus, add display capture. Or no, you want to add the video source, add your webcam, make it a full screen. That way you have a screen that looks like this. So you have a full picture happening there. Okay. You got this and you got everything sent. So now all that's left to do is go into Zoom and pick up the routing. So what we need to do here is go start virtual camera. Okay, so I'm also recording in this program at the moment to show you this. Start virtual camera. Okay, we're heading over to Zoom. Okay, so I'm just going to start a meeting. Okay, so you can see that. Where am I here? Okay, so this is where it's going to get tricky. So right now, I'm in Zoom. So I'm sending Zoom my camera from OBS. So you're going to get another infinity window. But if you do this right, it should be your face. You should see this right here. So if I go to here, now my Zoom meeting is an infinity window, but it will be a camera source for you. So this is quite weird to watch, but if you watch tutorials like this before, you'll know. Okay, so what you need to do, go to settings. Go to video. Under camera, you should see the option OBS virtual camera. You might see a bunch of other ones. I have Droid Cam and other things hooked up. Internal webcam, OBS virtual camera. Okay, that will connect you to what's broadcasting. Next, you need to go to audio. And for the speakers, you can have whatever you want, headphones or your speakers. And for the microphone, you need to select cable output, VB audio virtual cable. This is the cable. This is the other side of the audio cable that you downloaded. Okay. Make sure that it's working. You can see that there's signal in the meter here. You can do a test. You can, if you have your guitar plugged in or audio from Reaper, you can play audio from Reaper and test the mic with straight sound from Reaper to make sure it plays. Now you need to go to the suppression background noise. Put it at low. They don't give you an off function, but low for sure. So that your microphone and your music doesn't get suppressed at all. You need to make sure you click Show in Meeting option to enable original sound. That'll give you the options of high fidelity music, echo cancellation, and stereo audio. So make sure all of these are clicked. Now, if I go back to my meeting, in the top corner here, you can see original. You can see right here, there's an original sound. So turn it on. You can toggle it on and off. Select a microphone to always use original sound. So you can tell it to be the cable that all the sound is coming from. But all that matters, as far as I know, is that it's on and the stereo mode's on, suppression mode is on, and that should be it. Now you can just make your call, and you should be able to seamlessly play guitar. You should be able to seamlessly play guitar and choose your favorite amp sim, and hopefully your computer has enough CPU power. I'm just going to stop the virtual camera there. And hopefully your computer has enough CPU power to actually manage to do the calls. Now, one more trick is you can do, let me see. So in this window, I'm actually capturing my desktop, my second screen. And what would happen here is this would be your person you have on Zoom call, and then this is your web camera, and then you would have another audio input in Zoom. Let me go to the full screen TV up here as desktop audio, and that would be the audio coming from the Zoom call. So then you have the video and the audio coming from the Zoom call, and then you can go ahead and start streaming. And now you can fully stream. Oh no, do not exit this. Now you'll be able to fully stream jamming or hanging out. Or you can put it up like that and record in OBS versus recording in Zoom. So I know it's a lot of steps. Go download all those things, and hopefully that all works out for you. Thanks a lot.